Hello. Hello and welcome to this video. We will continue examples of regular expressions in this video. So we will see that what are some alternatives of regular expression in certain cases. And there might be one more video after this or maybe two. So without further ado, let's get started. So one of the needs in general is to verify whether an email is good or not. So consider that this is an email user.name plus tag at example.co.in. So the regular expression is given here and the explanation is given here. So this will check whether we have one or more alphabetical letters and numbers along with dot, underscore, percentage, plus, minus. These are valid characters in email. Then we have @ symbol, this one, followed by one or more domain fields, followed by a dot. And then the top level domain may be more than 2 characters. So it is 2 comma. Okay, it can be at least 2 characters. And the top level domains can be only alphabets, small or capital. However, even with this complex regular expression, you cannot verify all the emails. It is not RFC 5322 compliant way to find out whether an email is proper or not. So one of the guaranteed ways to verify that an email is good to actually send an email to that address, and if it is delivered, then it is a valid email address. The other way is Python provides a library. It's an old one, that is email.utils parse address. However, you may want to use email.parse.parser class to verify whether an email address is proper or not, because this one is old, it has security vulnerability, and in 3.14 it can lead to a DDoS address. But in any case, with this you can say parse address and it will let you know whether it's valid or not. The other common example is validating an IP address. This is an IPv4 address. So we have 25, 0 or 5, then followed by 200 to 249, okay, up to here, followed by 100 to 199 over here, and finally we have 0 to 99. So it could be 4 of them, so it's an octet. So the regular expression consists of 4 octets. That is the IP address. Validating IPv6 address is far more complicated. So again, you can make use of the IP address module from the Python library. One more example could be extracting numbers from text. So we have 1, 2, 3, 45 and 67. So in this case, we use word boundary \b for \d plus, because if you don't do word boundary, then even this might be extracted. So make sure to use word boundaries \b for extraction of this. The other use case which we can have is validating phone numbers. So in this case, you find out digits. The first digit could be from 1 to 9, and then followed by a digit D, and then the phone number could be 7 to 14 digits, that is 8 to 15 total. Okay, so country code cannot start with 0. That is the reason why it is starting with 1 to 9. Okay, all right. So now the other way to validate phone number is using a phone numbers library. So there is a library which you can install using pip install phone numbers, and then your number parse exception is there. You can import it, and you ask it to pass the number and check whether the number is valid or not. So for example, if you want to see this, okay, for some reason it is not locating, it is located in virtual environment and it is not set. Okay. So if the virtual environment is set, you can go and check how this validation works. So we see from these examples that in certain cases, though it might be tempting to write a regular expression, it is not always a good idea to write regular expression. In my previous video, as I said, before that also, that regular expression should be avoided in general. Only for very simple use cases you should write regular expressions. Anything complicated if you want to do, most probably that can be done without using regular expression. For example, for verifying email, you use a library. For IP addresses, you use a library. For phone numbers, use a library. So look for a library before writing regular expression. And we want to run this. I have already run this, but in any case, I'll show you. So it says valid email looks valid, and valid IPv4 address, valid IP, the numbers extracted, and the phone numbers. So you can run this code yourself by copying the code, not copying, typing the code yourself. And maybe I will present few more useful examples in the next video. I think one more video and then we will end the regular expression examples. So if you are watching this series and finding these videos useful, do not forget to subscribe and like the video. And you might also want to press the bell icon so that you can get notified of the video. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Happy programming.